All right, we are live. Sorry if I'm speaking low. I've literally started to lose my voice. I almost said throat after last night. So, yeah. Um, I don't know. We're the day after UFC Noche. Sean O'Malley got exposed by Morab badly. Dana White's heated. We still got the Chandler Oliveira news to digest. I think my mic's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot to discuss. I just dropped a video about how Merab exposed O'Malley. It's crazy that video's actually got 4,000 views already in less than an hour. So it looks like there's a lot of people still reeling from UFC Noche. I usually don't do a stream on Sunday, especially when I was up until like 7 a.m. last night. I dumped myself on the bald spot. I'm still feeling like kind of dead. I need to go sleep for like 2 days straight. Last night was brutal. They kept the card on too late. Then I had all that content to push out afterwards. I still have plenty of content, but I figured I'd do a live stream for maybe like, I'm probably going to be only live for like an hour. I got to conserve my voice. I was going to do my takeaways video, but I just don't have it in me right now. I don't have it in me to give the effort that needs to be. And it's crazy how fast this year is going by. Now it's time. I'm so sick. I wish we were a couple weeks away from Pereira, Magomed, and Goliath. I wish we were. But instead we got the bullshit card coming up. I'm happy that we have off next week. I'm happy that we have off next week. And then we jump right into the Paris card, which is on in the middle of the daytime. But that Paris card is looking beautiful. I'm looking forward to that Paris card. But yeah, I just got done watching your last 3 videos. Thank you for watching them. Grasso sucks. I'm so annoyed. You guys don't have, like, everyone, like, I'm never annoyed about, like, personal attachment. What I'm annoyed is when I change my opinion only to be brutally wrong and my original opinion to be perfectly accurate. I'm so annoyed about that. Like, people think I have some type of personal attachment to these fighters. And, oh, you're so salty, so-and-so lost. You're so salty, so-and-so lost. I don't care. But, like, I don't even care when I believe something and then I'm wrong. Like, not that I didn't believe, but I'm saying what I'm annoyed is when I have a stance on something, I end up changing my opinion, and then my original stance ends up being 100% accurate. That's what annoys me. And so I'm looking at last night. I picked Shevchenko 2 times. Don't pick her. She loses. Fine. She wins finally. I pick against O'Malley. I say he's a fraud for so long. I pick him. He loses. And what sometimes I think I do, not very often, but sometimes I trick myself into thinking maybe I'm subconsciously biased somehow. And I'm like trying to, like, you know, maybe I'm just biased. Maybe maybe I don't realize it. Maybe I'm not seeing it. And then, like, kind of, I don't know. And then I watch some fight footage and I'm like, you know what? I gotta change my pick. And sometimes I think it screws me. Up until Sunday of last week, I had Merab ragdolling him. And you know how good it would have been to put that out? I would have heard so much shit about that pick. Not a lot. It would have been as much as the Bilal pick, but it still would have been funny. And yeah, I don't know. Either way, card was good. I think the card was good. I definitely have a dark side to me. 2025 is only a few months away. I know. At least an hour and 30 minutes. We'll see. Chandler winner lost against Charles. Charles is going to wreck him badly. I'd be shocked if Chandler beats Oliveira. So many champs that just grapple, snooze fest. Go watch kickboxing. That's the best thing you can do. I mean, he did make a 30-minute video repeating it every second. Hey, guys, I was the only guy that... Hey, I think this was the only guy that told us Chandler wasn't fighting Conor. I might be wrong. I was, 100%. 100%. Magomed Alex, I wish that was happening in a couple weeks. I'd be hyped for that. I'm not hyped for the next card at all. Next pay-per-view card. I'm hyped for Paris. I'm not hyped for the next pay-per-view card. Next pay-per-view card's dog shit. UFC 307, dog shit. Pereira Roundtree, don't give a rat's ass. Pennington Pena, don't give a rat's ass. Evloev Sterling's good. Harrison Vieira, don't give a rat's ass. Delize Holland, don't give a rat's ass. That's the entire main card. So, So, yeah. Ilya versus Max. Who wins? Ilya. And I'm sticking with it. I'm not switching any more picks. Totally no one else was thinking Conor wasn't going to fight Chandler. It was only him telling it. That's facts, actually. That's facts. You have to be careful with your words. Sounds and sounded like O'Malley was listening to the channel, maybe. UFC sucks right now. It does not. But coming up, this next pay-per-view is dog shit. Give me my belt. Andy, you don't get the belt, bro. I hate to break it to you. I feel bad about it. I didn't feel good about it myself, but I give Giants the belt. Because when we do the paid competition, I usually give the belt to whoever wins the paid competition. So unfortunately, you didn't get it. I stripped you. I stripped you. I didn't feel good about it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't feel good about it. But that's historically what we've done. Like if you go back in time and look, the regular weeks when we don't do it, I give it to whoever's top. But if we do the paid competition, whoever wins the paid competition, first place gets the belt. So my most anticipated cards are Fluffy versus Michelle and UFC 308. I can't wait. I'm going to sit out and demand my title shot. Yeah, maybe you win next week. Or Paris card. I like watching chubby dudes that don't know how to fight talk about fighting. Well, maybe you should go watch your mom talk about fighting then, I guess. Merab is always fun to watch. Kickboxing isn't far behind, in my opinion. Just bad marketing. Yeah, I don't think Merab's not fun to watch. I don't know why people shit on him like he's the most boring fighter ever. But you know how that goes. You know how that goes. So, I'll tell you one thing. Most annoying thing about last night was Herb Dean. And I'll die on that hill. I mean, Tyone was annoying too. Pereira ducking Ankalaev seems like it. Ortega shit on Yair. Yeah. I don't dislike Morab. He's exceptional at what he does. He is. He is. UFC with the egg on their face. I like what I already read that. Ortega's already is also another example of fighters on their way out. Ortega fought nothing but bums for years. And then he got the Yair win. Yair's soft as hell in the grappling. Yair's soft as hell in the grappling, and that's why. Dan Hardy grinning ear to ear watching Herb in the main. Dude, Herb's terrible. Love the shirt. Thank you. Thank you. It's a long-term staple of the channel if you didn't know. But it's crazy how I'm so unbiased that I went from being called Sean O'Malley's biggest hater to be called Sean O'Malley's fanboy to now, oh, you really switched up on Sean. Beard's looking good. Thank you. Even though I thought it looks kind of like shit right now. Because I've been dead. I felt like a dead corpse all day. It's the worst I felt in a while. So, I took like a crazy nap from like 6 to 8. Or like 5 to 8. But yeah. Islam would maul Diego. They're not in the same weight class. But Diego is going to lose to Holloway, Volk, or Topuria. Dude, Merab's fun to watch, and Merab's an interesting character, too. I don't know why people got to be so, hard on him for no reason. Pause. That's wild. It's wild. Dude. How do you think Aljo versus Merab at 145 goes? I think Merab wins. I think Merab's the better fighter. I've only got 6'7" independent MMA media members live streams on my mind. Thank you, man. I'm glad to be on your mind. I got so much content to do. It's not even funny. Thank God we don't have any fights next week that I got to do predictions for. Otherwise, that should be coming out on like Wednesday. Otherwise, that shit. Diego Chinsvolk, maybe, but doubtful. His striking isn't that good, and he has like 30 seconds of hardcore bum rush in him, and then he's slowing down. 309 is shit. Shavkat Bilal and Merab Umar will be very fun fights and probably mostly striking. I don't get the complaints. And they're banger matchups still. If Merab had submission skills or KO power, he'd be a huge star. Imagine if he was subbing dudes. What's up, Jack? Luke Thomas has become insufferable. What about him has become insufferable? What's up, Nazrat? Diego's cardio is worse than Chandler's. I don't know. Seems like he kind of blows his load and then paces himself. Bo Nickel was asking for a challenge. He gets it in Paul Craig. Is that what Dana White said? I never listened to it. What was your favorite fight on 306? Probably the main event, to be honest. I thought it was very interesting. A live watch. It's not a fight that has great rewatchability, but live watch, it was crazy. Hot take, if they made O'Malley Aldo. I would like O'Malley Aldo. Joe, you're a little fanboying on Sean. You haven't been watching the channel long enough, bro. I'm still dying on the Bo Nickel placement. Featured fight. Luke thought the card was amazing. I don't think it was a bad card. Who should fight Corey? I don't know. On pace 50K sub by December 31st. That's what I want, man, but I don't know if that seems a little bit extreme. We'll hit 30K before the end of the month, and then we'll worry about it from there. Even commentary was unbearable at times. Yeah, the commentary wasn't great. He was hyping up Paul Craig as a huge test for Bo. I guess compared to the people he's fighting, I don't know though. So you can't switch up last minute bandwagon on Sean. I don't know what you're even getting at. I say 50K before they honor Chandler for Black History Month. Yeah, sleeping on Paul Craig. Yeah, Paul Craig. Paul Craig finds a way to get a submission. You know, if Paul Craig somehow exposes him, Bo Nickel, they'll say, well, Paul Craig beat Magomed Ankalaev and Jamal Hill. Joe, would you agree now we see how UFC 306 turned out? We'll reevaluate how we make our picks for the better? Yes. Yeah, I agree. I'm just never changing early picks ever again. My early pick, my early gut instinct is always right. Every single time it's right. I had an early pick of Pereira against Adesanya in the first fight. I know it sounds crazy now, but my early pick was Colby to dominate Jorge, and then I switched to Jorge. Early pick was Merab, Ragdoll, and Sean. I switched to Sean. There's countless examples, but my early prediction, when I switch it, it's always right. So, I'm trying to think of other one. Yeah, Joe, your first gut reaction is always right. I wish I could go back and compare my early picks to my like Sean Brady. I switched to Gilbert Burns. Wrong again. I'm getting sick of it. Because it makes me sick. I don't mind getting a wrong pick, but I hate when I'm right and then I convince myself. I think it's a lot of overthinking. I think it's a lot of overthinking it sometimes. My early prediction was Joey. If they do John Jones, Tom Aspinall, I'm picking John Jones as well. Joey, like you. Yep. 100%. John Jones wins. Now, obviously, I know that's technically an early pick, but like it's my early pick as soon as it's announced, basically, with the current information we have. So, I'm trying to think of another example of a fight that I switched on. I think I switched. You know, one that I did get right. I switched to Dricus Du Plessis against Sean Strickland. Have you considered doing post-fight recaps the day after? I have, but I'm already up late, and I want to do it while it's fresh in my mind. I don't want to go to sleep and then have to do it like later in the day the next day. You say for a long time John Jones wins too, and honestly, you might be right. Oh, I'd be very confident. Like, obviously, I'd have to see his next fight. I'd be pretty confident. As long as he wins his next fight pretty impressively, I'd be pretty confident he beats Tom. Imagine Oliveira versus Chandler fell off. Imagine Oliveira pulls out and they give him Gamrot and Gamrot chins him. Who's headlining 310? Bilal Shavkat. Merab will beat Umar 48. They tried to rob Merab. They genuinely tried to rob Merab. And that makes me sick to my stomach. Does anybody else know how close we were to a brutal robbery? I don't think you guys realize. When you look at round three was very similar to round one. So if you're giving round 3 to O'Malley, you could give round 1 to O'Malley. They were getting ready to rob that motherfucker. He's lucky. It's just, yeah, it is disgusting, man. They were really about to rob him. Do you recap from memory or you rewatch the fights? Sometimes I'll rewatch certain moments and then I have a few notes, but mostly just memory. But I have like notes of like, I'll take, like when you see me typing during the fights, usually I'm just typing a couple quick notes, like how I scored a round, you know, the big things that happened, the big shots that like rocked him, like, oh, he rocked him with the right, like stuff like that. 1 or 2 sentences max. Sometimes just a couple words. So do you give Sugar round 3 and 5 or only 1 round? I only give him 5. I only give him round 5. I can understand it. I had Merab 49-46, but still wasn't celebrating, thinking Sean was going to get gifted a decision. That's crazy. That's where we are in the sport nowadays, huh? Sear was actually kind of fire. It was all right. I mean, for me, it just felt like a big waste of time. Yeah, you score WWE the same way. Why is Dana mad? He's pissed that Merab won. I'm being dead serious. 50-45, shameful card, scorecard. For who? Merab deserves respect. He's earned it. Dude, Merab already has a GOAT resume. I was expecting to hear you. Dude, if it would have split this, if it would have been a split decision, I would have lost my fucking marbles. I'm being dead serious. I would have lost my marbles. I would have lost my shit if it would have heard. Saul D'Amato scores the fight. 50-45. Chris Lee scores the fight. 48-47. Sean O'Malley. Let me ask you guys this. Same exact fight, but they rob Merab and give the title to Sean O'Malley. Would they have done a rematch, yes or no? Would they have done a rematch, yes or no? Let me know. Let me know. Saul D'Amato every time, yeah. I know. It's still going to be a fun card to watch. Now, 307's garbage. It's weird because Merab dominated O'Malley, but he kind of didn't. Now, I don't think they would have. I don't think they would have given a rematch. If he got robbed, I think they would have just said, oh, he beat him fair and square. The judges decide. Our opinions don't matter. That would have been one of the, I honestly might have closed down the channel. Just made one more video and said, you know, I'm done with the sport. It's fake. It's bullshit. No rematch. Dana wouldn't allow it. You know, if the UFC had any merit and they saw that happen, what they should do is just strip Sean and give the belt to Merab and say, look, we all know you didn't win, bro. It's embarrassment to even have this. We're going to right the wrong. Winning 3-2 is domination now. Okay, hype train. Dude, Merab arguably won 5-0. You can make the case that Merab won all 5 rounds. Dana would never. O'Malley has a very ragdollable physique. Yeah. Ali, thank you for the $6.99 Canadian. I appreciate your donation, bro. Thank you for supporting me. Hey, bro, always nice to watch your awesome, honest, raw content. It seems as if the UFC tried to give Sean the edge, even though he got demolished except for round 4 and 5. He got demolished in round 4 too. 4 was one of the most dominant rounds. Round 5 is the only round that he had any success, and the only reason he got up off bottom is because Herb Dean. But yeah, they definitely tried to give him the edge. Herb was trying to give Sean O'Malley the edge. It's crazy because in round 1, Sean O'Malley fought the way that Merab fought in round 5. And look at the way Herb Dean was acting. Sean circles and circles and circles and circles and makes his opponent come to him. And that's what he did the entire fight almost. And then in round 5, Merab is up 4-1. So he circled and circled and circled and circled and circled. And then Herb's screaming, let's work, let's work, let's work. That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit, horseshit. Herb Dean deserves to get sucker punched, allegedly, for acting like that. Is it like that's a bitch move? Like, you're telling me O'Malley fights like that all the time? That's how he fought against Aljo. You weren't clapping then and saying, let's work? I don't even know if he was the ref, but the ref wasn't. I think Merab won due to damage. Merab outstruck Sean O'Malley on the feet. Like, not crazy, but... And then when he had him on the ground in the second round, dude, it looked like O'Malley was ready to quit and get TKO'd. Like, do you not remember round 2? At one point, Merab was smashing him with elbows, and O'Malley was curled up into a little ball. Why was Herb seemingly biased against Merab? I hate the refs in the UFC act tough, man. Don't make me get in this fight. It's because they have an authoritarian complex, man. They're like, respect my authority. Like, fuck them. Let's work with them little uncoordinated claps. Like the way, like he's like, let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work, guys. Let's work. Instead of like, let's work. Let's work. The damage wasn't crazy, but it was noticeable. Facts. Herb's a little B. A little B. People are stupid when you said Sugar can be a superstar. They forgot they said if he wins Saturday. I know. And how long? What's crazy is I just know how dumb MMA fans are. Because how long have I been telling you guys he's not a star? And then I got people arguing with me left and right. And then now I say he can become a star. So you absolutely have to give round 5 to Sean based on damage. Rob's reaction to this teep kick showed the most damage based on the unified rules. I think you can disagree with that. Dude ate a teep kick right after he reacted to one and then smiled at him. So it's all about perception. I don't think he was ever close to being, you know. Anybody else notice Herb's uncoordinated claps? Like his hands aren't even lining up right. Last time someone clapped and told me work like that, I ended up in a dark alleyway, butt-ass naked with a chicken mask on. I'm not sure what that means. But yeah. I thought Morab had a chance, but I never imagined him exposing O'Malley. O'Malley had never looked so bad. Dude, Henry Cejudo did better against Morab. Work, let's work. Push, don't grab. 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 That shit's funny as hell. Push, don't grab. Push, don't grab. Put some gloves on. Let's work. Jackson, thank you for the 12 months of membership. The pleasure, man. Thanks for the great content, Joey. You're welcome, bro. More to come. More to come. We're about to hit we're running up on 30K like it's going out of style. Right now we're at 28,617. So we're about 1,400 away. And we're killing the game right now. We got 2 weeks. Let's see how many I gained in the last month. In the last month I've gained 3,000. Last 28 days I've gained 3,000. Just under. So hopefully in the little over 2 weeks we have left in the month, we can get to that 30,000 mark. So Merab did win all 5. I think the 5th goes to O'Malley, but I could see. I don't think that's crazy to say. Overlap. Thank you for the 49.90. This is the real overlap for sure. I know for a fact this is the real overlap. Dude, there's been some guy in here impersonating you with little $5 donations. Joe, what do you have to say for yourself? Anyone with half a brain knew the UFC was promoting Sugar and he wasn't that good and you picked him. Overlap, the real one, tried to tell you he was going to get mauled and you didn't trust him or your eyes. Hey, man, sometimes you have a lapse in judgment. You can't be right all the time. But sometimes you're right. The real overlap finally showed up, dude. There's been some imposter in here sending little $5 donations trying to pretend to be you, bro. Thank you, Overlap, for the $49.99, bro. All I have to say for myself is I'm wrong. You know, any educated adult can admit when they're wrong. So I really appreciate your $49.99. If you want to know what the shirt says. Boom, baby. Boom, baby. If you know, you know. How crazy is it? The no serious injury is now like an OG joke at this point. Huh? How crazy is that? But thank you for the $49.99 overlap. I know that's the real you. Thank you. There's been an imposter. Holy shit, it's the real overlap. Joey, is it crazy? I think Sean versus Henry is closer than we think. Yes. No, it's not crazy. I agree with you. I agree with you. Did you use that joke in your last video? I did. So. So, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. How many title defenses will Umar get, you think? I think 3 or 4. Man, you used to say flash KO, stretch her out with no serious injury daily. I said it in my recent video for you. It just became like an OG joke. No way I'm watching Henry and Sean fight. That's brutal, man. What'd you think of 309? I thought I had 3-4 dead bodies on the... 309's garbage. I hate 309. Dude, it's crazy. I'm reading these comments, and some dude's like, the switch up from Joey's insane. I said, there is no switch up. Educated adults look at the information they have at hand and give their best assessment. Someone said, nah, bro, you were glazing him 3 videos ago. AKA saying UFC Noche could be his coming out party. I don't understand how people are that dumb. Tim Welsh is annoying, dude. He's a coach and he's trash talking fighters like in there trying to like throw them off their game plan. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like that actually is like, I don't care what those people think, but at the same time, like, are they really that dumb? Like, you guys understand where the video came from. Like, look, Sean O'Malley is primed here to come out to be an absolute star if he has a viral win over Morab. You guys understand that, right? But then he lost, so it's not there. It's not going to be proven to be true because he lost. So, your boy Sean is washed. Yeah, he's my boy. I scraped the fuck out of my forearm today. Shit's burning. Yeah, that sucks, dude. You must be high or haven't slept for 3 days straight. I went to bed at 7 a.m. last night. And I woke up at 10. I woke up at 10 a.m. and then I ran out and did some shit. And then I came home and took like a nap. But yeah, I'm actually like dead right now. I need to sleep for like 2 days. I need to crash. Sean will never be champion again. Mark my words, unless the UFC cherry picks some fights. I'm kind of with you, bro. I'm kind of with you. O'Malley's too fragile. I've been saying that for a long time. I'm with you. And like people blaming Morab for the fight is boring. Blame Sean O'Malley too because he wasn't throwing anything. Tim's cornering was terrible. Same with the game plan, dude. I wonder if Tim's going to be one of the people who are going to end up like Edmund Tarvarian. Like their pupil rises to the top, and like he rises to the top because he's skilled. But then eventually, like, you realize they're not that great of a coach. I'm not saying that is the case, but dude was saying it's almost over, Sugar. He was in his corner. It's almost over, Sugar. It's going to be over soon, Sugar. You're going to get out of this fight with this madman. It's going to be over. Just try to survive here. So, Overlap. Thank you for the $9.99. The O'Malley team got what they deserved. This is Overlap, the real one. They tried every dirty trick, shortcut, and handout from the UFC and sucker punch Morab and still lost. Welch is overrated. Dude, they really did do Morab dirty. They really did do Morab dirty. And the way O'Malley jumped up and sucker punched him in the back of the head was the most embarrassing shit I ever seen in my life. That was embarrassing. Like, anyone who thinks, like, anyone who's not even critical of O'Malley for doing that, O'Malley knew exactly what he was doing. So, yeah. I don't know. It's just crazy. But thank you for the $9.99, man. I appreciate your donation. Joey Buckley or Wonderway? Probably Buckley. Tim Welsh have his dark side to him. That was a desperation sucker punch. Dude jumped up and sucker punched him in the back of the head. So, bro, anyone calling you an O'Malley, your boy is fucking crazy. Yeah, it's just you can't give any analysis, and if it goes against their way of thinking, they're pissed. If O'Malley had KO'd Morab, he would be a star in the UFC. Mark my words, and I would die on that hill. And this is coming from someone who's argued with the fan base for years saying O'Malley's not a star. Like, damn. Does O'Malley really need to get some Shepherds? Yeah, O'Malley needs to get some German Shepherds. Terrible take. Well, that's awfully funny because Herb said stop. Herb said stop. And dude punched him in the back of the head. That's illegal. Joe, you were 100% right about plan A, plan B. Also, if O'Malley would have won, they would have done Umar like Khabib and not. Yes. 100%. You think they would have. What they did in the post-fight interview with the Umar thing with Merab. Do you think they would have done that to Sean? Let me ask you guys that. What they did to Merab, asking about Umar and putting Umar on the split screen. Do you guys think they would have done that to Sean O'Malley in the post-fight interview? Yes or no? Put it in chat quick. Nice Ortega pick. I didn't pick Ortega. Or I've been saying Ortega's a bum for years. Herb didn't say stop. He said stop that. Okay. So there's 5 seconds left in the fight, and he said stop that. You hear stop. You think Merab's just not hearing stop, and that's it? No. JJ Smoke says yes. Do you guys think... Wait a second. Do you guys not think that Merab thought Herb Dean was stopping the round because he said stop? And that's the first thing he heard? You think he listened to, oh, stop that kissing or stop that? Herb work while Merab is smashing him from half guard. I know. Merab definitely thought the round was over. And it's Herb's fault. When you corrected him for kissing him, deal with that in between rounds, you dumb bitch. You don't say, oh, stop that. Stop that, Merab. Don't kiss my favorite fighter. Oh, he thought he meant stop. 100%. That was Herb Dean's fault. 100% Herb Dean's fault. Yeah, he's like, stop the kissing. Stop the kissing, Merab. Like, shut up. Like, this is a fight, dude. This is a fight. And you're going to yell at him for kissing? Like, what would be the NFL now? You can't celebrate. You can't do anything. Imagine Morab just... He would have talked mad shit, and he would have taunted O'Malley mad times during the fight if it wasn't for that, by the way. Stop the kissing, Merab. I wish Merab would have been in his full guard and started humping him. Then what's Herb going to do then, too? Stop that. Like, oh, this is a technique I'm using. I'm using a technique. I'm blowing out his back. I'm exhausting him here. You talk about how Sean cheated in your new video? I did. Dude's a cheater. A perpetual cheater. Perpetual cheater. 100%. It's actually annoying as hell. So. For you mouth breeders who say it wasn't dirty, he was walking back to his corner and he smoked him. Completely turned around, so desperate for a win. I know. It really was a desperation shot from O'Malley. Merab molested O'Malley. Bro. Too far. Too far. Imagine he would have put him in the north-south and started pulling the Dontel Mays. But yeah, it was a dirty move. Yes or no, was O'Malley punching Merab in the back of the head as Merab turned around to go to his corner? Was it a dirty move? Yes or no? Put that in chat. By the way, how do we have almost 400 people in here right now? Like the stream, guys, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel right this second. Make sure you are subscribed. Yes. No, it wasn't dirty at all. No, you don't turn your back in a fight. Herb told him to stop with 5 seconds on the clock. Dirty but legal? Oh, you're allowed to punch your opponent in the back of the head now. So you're allowed to punch your opponent in the back of the head. You guys don't realize, not only was it dirty, it was also to the back of the head. Less dirty than the kissing? Okay. Dude said Merab molested. Dude, that's crazy. Dude. Dude. It was dirty as hell. That just told me O'Malley was desperate, and no matter what, he was never going to win the fight. He jumped up so quick and tried to KO him. When your opponent has your back turned, it isn't illegal. It's illegal to punch him in the back of the head. He punched him square in the back of the head. I don't care what anyone says. That's illegal. What's the shirt? If you know, you know. If you're an OG of the channel, you know. You switched up on Sugar so quick. Yeah, I've heard that a million times, even though I've been called the biggest Sean O'Malley hater ever. Sean O'Malley has actually talked shit about me in the past. I have it on my Instagram. But somehow I'm the biggest O'Malley fanboy, and now I've turned on him. No, I do what an educated adult does and look at all the information we have and give my assessment. Thank you, Overlap, for the $9.99, by the way, man. Thank you again. It was dirty as hell. Merab just broke him mentally. He deliberately kissed him and made a lady out of him in front of the world. He was so angry and lost his mental control. And what's annoying is Herb ruined it because Merab would have taunted him more during the fight. Merab would have taunted him more during the fight. You think Herb would have yelled at Sean if Sean was doing his little basketball dribbles? No, he wouldn't have. So, voice cracks, yeah, because I streamed for 8 hours last night and then did like 3 hours of content afterwards. Best lineup of champs ever. So, and Merab just took it and never even thought about it. You switched up on Sean. This community is a fucking joke. Yeah, all because I said he could become a star if he KOs Merab. You're just dancing on Sean's graves now. It's not. There's not a grave. I'm just giving my opinion, bro. Like, you have to understand, I'm not allegiant to any of these guys. Okay? None of them pay me. None of them call me. I'm not friends with any of them. I'm just, whatever's in my head, I just give to you guys and tell you guys what I think. That's it. It's not about liking or disliking any of these guys. Dead serious. You can't be kissing your opponent during the fight, says who? Says who? Where's the rule? Where's the rule? O'Malley watching the stream right now. He's pissed. Look, I still think I think actually O'Malley did better than people give him credit for. But it's like to act like I'm some type of O'Malley fanboy after acting like I'm the biggest Sean O'Malley hater for the longest time is crazy. Just because I picked him to win. Just because I said he was doing better on the mic. Because I said he was going to become a star because of the focus on the sphere. It's crazy. But I'm not even going to acknowledge any of those comments anymore because I truly don't care. I think you're brain dead if you think that. And I think, honestly, at this point, I think you're just trolling. I love your work, Joey. Unbiased, honest takes. Thank you, Tom. Merab has every right to be pissed about Umar being number one contender. He had a, yeah. It doesn't matter. He's number one contender. End of story. Bullshit. You always went disc golfing with Ben Askren until Jorge kneed him stiff. Yes. Merab's gay and couldn't hide it. Okay. Have you discussed Ronaldo versus Ode? I did a full card post-fight, but I think Ronaldo got robbed. MMA Joey reacts to situations in real time. Here's what most people in the MMA community do, right? They formulate an opinion based on strong bias and emotion. And what they do is, if the real world outcome contradicts their opinion, what they do is they twist themselves into pretzels to justify their original opinion. When I say something and I give, an opinion on something, and the real world outcome proves me to be wrong or my original assessment was wrong, you know what I do? I then factor in the new information that we have to formulate a new opinion. That's what people, reasonable, critical thinking people do. And that's what I do. I'll tell you one thing. Merab was hitting him with some back shots. He was like, back shot's dead. What did Shady say in the Discord? Fill me in. Someone send me a screenshot or something. I missed it. I didn't miss what Shady said about the fans in the arena. Tim Walsh was a horrible coach last night. Yeah, we're going to get you through this, Sean. We're going to get you through this, sugar. I can genuinely say, like, a lot of MMA fans are just crazy, man. A lot of MMA fans are just crazy. So, let's see if anybody sent me the screenshot. Apparently not. You all are clowns. I'm assuming someone will. Thoughts on Canelo Berlanga? Did not watch. A lot of stuff he was talking about, his experience sitting next to fans. Scroll up in Discord. What tab? You gotta give me some info. If someone can send me screenshots, I'd be highly appreciative. Jackson Hayes, thank you for the 99 cents. Taking Pat Matthews' spot. UFC loves Merab being champ. Yeah, they do. Noche was a flop. I actually think it was, to be honest. I could make a whole video on that in general. They were priming O'Malley, but they can't. You know when to formulate new opinions? Because you're a fan of MMA, not specifically fighters, and this is Dana's problem. He's a fan of hype and money, making it fight, not fighting purist. I know. Once you become an MMA fan for 10 plus years, you don't get emotionally attached to fighters anymore. Facts, man. Facts. Thoughts on Herb telling them to work when Sean's losing? I thought it was a disgrace, man. I thought it was genuinely a disgrace. O'Malley was fighting the way that Merab was fighting in the 5th round for the first, 3 rounds. But they weren't telling O'Malley to work. It was Herb's biased. Bro, we've seen the fall of Silva, Jose Aldo, Volkanovski, Tony Ferguson, Robbie Lawler. All of which I was emotionally attached to Anderson Silva, Jose Aldo, Tony Ferguson. Volkanovski, not really as much. But I liked him for sure. And it's I'm not emotional. Why would I be super emotionally attached to these guys? Sometimes I want to see the MMA community melt down over a win. And what's crazy is, if anything, I wanted Merab to win last night, which is crazy. Not that I'm super cheering for either guy, but if anything, conventional wisdom, at least for me, in my personality, is I like watching the MMA community melt down. So for me, when Merab's ragdolling him, I'm like, damn, I should have saw this coming. But secondly, I'm like, oh yeah, the MMA community is going to hate this shit, and I'm going to enjoy it. So how do you feel about 307 main and co-main? Absolutely hate it. Dog shit. Dog shit, dog shit, dog shit, dog shit. 2 undeserved title shots. Dog shit. I'm going to put you on the big screen so I can pleasure me while I fold my laundry. Fair. Fair enough, buddy. If only UFC stayed out of politics. Dude, all they care about is promoting the casuals now so they can make as much profit as possible. So. Yeah. Dana couldn't hide his disappointment. Couldn't even praise Merab's amazingly clever plan. Dana didn't speak one word of praise. Let's see. That's crazy. So someone who was there said the crowd was absolutely nasty. Chanting nut hugger, child toucher, inbred. The worst thing about UFC events live is the audience. It's the most bigoted, moronic, drunk, loser, casual crowd. So. And that's facts. I learned that myself. Going there live. What's wrong with the business trying to be profitable? That's not the problem. The problem is when that is the only thing you're worried about. When you're a sport and basically you try to deceive the fans. And you try to put your finger on the scale. Why didn't Sean use the deep kicks to the body from the jump? He was throwing some of them, but it's just one landed and hurt. And then he's like, all right, let me spam him a little bit. Yeah, when I went live, it was bad too. Yeah, me too. Again, when I went to 244 in New York, I went with one of my friends who's black. And multiple people randomly try to start fights with him. It was dumb as hell. We weren't doing nothing. We just minded our own business. So, Dana's another rich guy abusing coke, probably. The sport is so dead. Elite fan club now. Rich people that can afford thousands for tickets while the casuals ruin the streams for the broke folks. I will not watch. Done. Dana's. Yeah. Did you see the fans abusing Ortega? These fans are actually brain dead. I don't know what the fans said. When the UFC comes back to Chicago, I'm going to test out the MMA community. Yeah, let me know how it is. It's probably not all the case. I know the first time I ever mentioned it, my experiences with it, Jungle Mania argued with me about it, right? And then Jungle Mania was going to an event soon, went to an event, and then came back and said, Joey, I was so wrong. I was so wrong, and you were so right. So it was nice to hear that from him. So respect to him. Joey has friends. Yeah, I got quite a few friends, my friend. MMA has a lot of toxic fans. Yeah, that's true. I thought it was Andy, not Jungle. No, it's Jungle. Jungle went to an event. Andy may have went as well. I don't remember. But Jungle went to, I forgot. I think he went to O'Malley Aljo. I think it was O'Malley Aljo. Ironic, it was another O'Malley fight. Yep. Who do you got, Umar or Morab? I got Umar. Ortega dropped 2 weight classes for this fight. This is wrong. He did not. UFC crowd has been anti-black Islam for 2 decades, fam. Just about every sport has toxic fans. That's true. True. The weirdest part is the ones trying to fight the fighters knowing they can kill them. That is weird. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Cejudo, O'Malley, who you got? I'll take O'Malley, but it's not much as a guarantee as I thought 2 days ago. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much, brother. By the way, boys, last night's stream was the most viewed stream in channel history at like 35,000 views. So, remember when Joey said he runs red lights and breaks the laws when he feels like it? Listen, I'll tell you this, right? I'll tell you this. I'll never be able to tell the actual detailed story on air. But many, many, many years ago, I didn't realize it at the time. You know what? I'm not even going to give any more information than that. I'm just going to leave it at that. Many, many moons ago, there was a time where I could have got a lot of trouble, and I never even realized it at the time. I never even realized it at the time. I would still be in jail to this day. And I consider myself an honest, good person, but I didn't realize what was going on at the time. But I realized when you hang out with the wrong people, you get lumped right in. So, yeah. Thanks for being more entertaining than the entire sport. I literally can't tell you. I literally can't tell you. And I'll never tell. I'll take it to my grave. If I meet you in person, I'll whisper it in your ear one time. The story you can't tell is you were kissing someone on the neck area and Herb Dean showed up and yelled, "Stop." Yeah. I was giving my fiance a hickey earlier, which is also, by the way, if you're giving out hickeys, you're trashy, by the way. But yeah, I was giving her a hickey and Herb Dean, out of nowhere, Herb Dean said, "Stop that. Stop the kissing." You know, I seen some comment. I'm not going to be able to go find it right now, but someone was like, if you think that has the ability to give a hickey, you don't know what you're talking about. You're obviously an incel. You don't know what a hickey is. Joey the arsonist. No, that's a little bit too far. That's a little bit too far. That's not me. We love giving out hickeys with Herb Dean saying stop. Yeah. We were part of the MMA Facebook groups years ago. Your backstory sounds familiar. No. Never been part of any Facebook group ever. But I don't know what you mean by your backstory sounds familiar. What's the backstory? Would a punch to the back of the head be justifiable if Merab gave him a hickey? Sure. If there was a hickey given. I wish Morab would have been in his full guard and just started pretending like he was pumping in him. That would have been the funniest shit. That would have been. Imagine if Morab would have got O'Malley in the north-south and start pulling the Dontel Mays. How the hell is Usman ever going to come in the UFC with Umar? Dude, shut up about Usman. Remember when Joey snitched on his own grandmother? That's not gangster. I don't know what that even means. Crazy how UFC champions were black. Now that we literally have 36-year-old John Jones who's low-key just a white guy painted black. I don't know what that even means. Aldana has something crazy in her fight. Slept Ketlin Vieira up, kick to the liver. Absolute war with Rosa. Then biggest cut in UFC history. Yeah. And she's actually a bum. O'Malley looks so desperate. O'Malley looks so dejected. Did he not? Did O'Malley not look dejected throughout the fight, by the way? Looks so dejected. Is Grasso cut yet? She should be. O'Malley was entering desperation in the second round. When I saw that back of the headshot, I knew that he was desperate for a win. And he knew he was going to lose. O'Malley knew he was going to lose after the first round. Merab, let me actually pull it up real quick. Let me pull that shit up real quick. When in the first round, of course, ESPN Plus doesn't want to work. I'll click right on the main card. Oh my, it's telling me to log in. You got to be kidding me. ESPN sucks, man. All right, let's see if it works now. Now it's working. I searched a particular fight. So I'm watching the first round real quick again. I think it's about, how do they know their heart rates right now? I never even saw that on air. The lighting was actually good. I thought it was going to be garbage, but it was good. So I think it's about 2 minutes into the first round. Merab taunts him after the spinning heel kick, kicks his leg. When he gets his first takedown with such ease, he literally ragdolls him like a little bitch. It was like DDP Robert Whittaker round 1. I think it's coming up in the next like 30 seconds. Left hand from Merab lands. Merab did not give a fuck. But look, right here, O'Malley's fighting like Merab was in the 5th round, and Herb's not saying work. I could make a whole video on Herb being an absolute bitch. Left hand from O'Malley. And then look, Merab finally decides, you know what? I'm going to get this takedown. Watch. I'm going to close the distance. I swear sometimes Merab was trying to take O'Malley down in front of O'Malley's corner. All right, he's closing the distance. I think this is when he's going to take the not yet. Soon. Like, literally, O'Malley was running for his life. Herb's not saying work. O'Malley's just circling. What's crazy is, I think what's the ultimate defeat for O'Malley is he had plenty of time on the feet to find the shot, and he couldn't find it. When does he get this? It took him 2 minutes to get a takedown? I didn't realize this. O'Malley's missing most of these shots still. Oh, he lands a jab, misses a right hand. He had so much opportunity to find those shots and just couldn't find them. Merab was moving well. Oh, that's the best shot O'Malley landed in the whole fight was that left hand. He switched stances, landed the left hand. Then Merab stops pressing. So, yeah, it was more than halfway into the round. Merab shot his first takedown, which is crazy. And he just got it with ease, man. He's not there yet. There he is. Dumps in. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Immediately gets to the back and just ragdolls him down. Easy work. Easy work for Merab. I knew it right then and there. It's most likely done for. Wraps up his legs. And then what's crazy is he actually started doing damage here. He was wrecking him with good shots. DDP Darren Till style. And then he's kneeing him to the thigh. Those knees to the thighs hurt too. People want to make fun of those knees to the thighs. They hurt. They hurt bad. He just smacked. And look, O'Malley already looks like, oh shit, this dude's fucking strong. And then O'Malley actually grabs the fence here, I think. I'm just wanting to watch a little bit more of this round. I think O'Malley grabs the fence here, if I'm not mistaken. Did he already grab it? He must have already grabbed it, and I missed it when I looked back at the chat for a second. Then he gets up. Doesn't Merab get another takedown here in a second? Yeah, he does. O'Malley, when he got up, he looked defeated, man. He eats a right hand, eats a left hand. Merab just runs in, single leg, boom. Throws him down like he's his bitch, man. Threw him down like he was his little bitch. Immediately gets to the front headlock position. Pulls a guillotine. I forgot Merab pulls a guillotine and almost mounts him. Imagine had he finished him first round guillotine, would have been crazy. They would have given O'Malley a rematch then. I think. I wonder how deep that was. Because when you get, by the time you see the angle, it wasn't that deep. Yeah, Merab fucked him up bad. And O'Malley already, I want to go back and listen to all the corner advice from Tim Welsh. You're doing good, buddy. You're doing good. All right, I'm back reading the chat, guys. I thought Merab won 50-45 and still scared he might have got robbed. That's the sad part of it. That's the honest to God sad part about it all. I felt the same way. I genuinely felt the same way. So. Some people are saying O'Malley had a bad night. O'Malley. I'm surprised Goddard didn't stop the Ortega-Lopez fight. Isn't it crazy? All that worry about Merab's cut and Merab's staff, all for him to just dominate O'Malley. Tim Walsh is your typical alpha male, such an unlikable character. O'Malley would do well to find a new coach. Do you guys think eventually Tim Walsh will be like Edmund Tarvarian? Like when Van went for the heel hook, I almost dead-ass stopped watching the sport. I don't think he actually was going for heel hook. I think he was trying to get a throw. He slipped, lost his grip, and then just improvised the heel hook. Go back and rewatch it. I haven't, but I think that's what happened. Tim sounded like he was talking to a toddler. I don't know. I want to go back and listen to it, but it seemed like bad corner advice all night. Like if Van lost because he went for heel hook, I would have stopped watching. That would have been crazy. Was Joe Rogan's commentary bad in the main event? I don't remember. Joe, you said the Aldana fight was the most blood you ever seen in a fight, but did you see Penn Stevenson at UFC 81? Was not a fan then, but I've heard that was pretty bad. Ray Longo had me dying. What was Ray Longo saying? I was so tired and trying to focus on the fight that I was tuning it out. It sounded like he didn't even believe his own words. Yeah. What I would have told him is forward pressure. Don't worry about the takedown. Forward pressure. Merab's shots only come off his pressure. And honestly, Merab could have still got a takedown as O'Malley's overextending, but he's getting the takedowns anyway. Herb telling Merab to work in the 5th round really pissed me off while Sean did nothing for 4 rounds. I know. Merab in between rounds was hilarious. Let me actually go watch some of that. I'll pop out chat so I can still read the chat while I'm doing it. But Merab looked happy as hell in between rounds. Did he not? Let me go listen. Let me go look. I know Ray Longo was like, "You having fun, Merab?" Merab is standing up. He's not even breathing heavy. He's smiling. He's hugging Ray Longo. He's taking a drink. He doesn't even want to drink. Merab's cardio is on another level, man. I thought Osborne won that. Me too. He was saying O'Malley was controlling Merab. You know what's crazy? Some of the visuals for this was nuts. I feel like they could have showed more during the fight of the visuals. That actually looked insane. I don't even remember seeing that. When they're kind of panning after Ray Longo hugs Merab, immediate rematch? Absolutely not. When they're panning around the cage at the Sphere, it's pretty crazy. O'Malley was robbed. His people will celebrate with him. It will be cool to see that. Gregor Rodriguez cut when he fought Chidi was bad as well. Yeah, it was pretty nasty. Did you see the updated of that? Let me go back and look at in between rounds. Because sometimes I was reading chat in between rounds. I didn't pay attention as much. O'Malley cheated up a storm. Yeah, Merab beat the fuck out of him in round 2. Dude, I'm watching the moment of desperation. Herb says stop with 4 seconds to go. And O'Malley jumped up and got off a couple cheap shots. Dude, that was pure desperation from O'Malley. I'm watching that back. That was such pure desperation. That was straight up desperation. That was such desperation. This was arguably Merab's. Dude, O'Malley knew he had already lost. Herb ruined it for Merab. Merab would have been such a character during the fight if they would have let him be. Honestly, Henry could beat O'Malley. O'Malley looked... Dude, I'm telling you, those shots at the end of round 2 were utter desperation. Oh, and remember they said, oh, that was an illegal shot. O'Malley would have took his way out if he would have got kneed there. Merab was throwing it before the knee dropped. So I think that's still technically legal. If the beginning of the shot is while you're still upright, I think it's still technically legal. I remember reading that somewhere. Have you heard of the rule excessive coaching? So there's a rule called let me pull it up real quick for you. Let me pull it up for you real quick. Interference from a mixed martial arts corner or seconds. I don't know what or seconds mean. Interference is defined as any action or activity aimed at disrupting the fight or causing an unfair advantage to be given to a corner's combatant. Corners are not allowed to distract the referee or influence the actions of the referee in any fashion. So, and here's the excessive coaching rule. Limitations on seconds persons allowing in-ring or fenced area during rest period. Unless otherwise approved by the commission, the executive director, or a designee of either, no unarmed combat may have more than 3 seconds except in the contest for main event or world title for, why do they call them seconds? A second coach may not loudly or in an excessive manner from the corners. Basically a coach may not coach loudly or in an excessive manner from the corners during a period of unarmed combat. Any excessive or undue spraying of or throwing water on an unarmed combat by a second during a period of rest is prohibited. So they're changing the down opponent rule soon. I know. I forgot exactly what they're changing it to be honest. So which is crazy. All right, let me X out of this. Put it over here. Good evening, gentlemen. What's up? Joe, I'm so mad. I'm so proud of Morab. Me too. If you have your hand down, that doesn't count. Yeah, even if you have both hands down, right? Yep. What about excessive kissing? I don't know, man. I think that's up for the courts. I think that's up to the courts. Why is Dana LIVID? He's not happy to have Merab as champion. Can you make fun of Chandler more? I bet he's watching your videos. Oh, there'll be one coming soon. Pause. Excessive gay attitude. Well, looks like you just broke it. You just broke that rule. I just saw the funniest. Hold on. Wait till I post this in Discord. If I hover over the red thing, it'll tell me how long public subscribers. Watch this. You guys are about to see the funniest shit. I'm about to post it in the random tab in Discord. I hovered over the red thing to see how long he's been subscribed. Someone commented, said, not a fan of the channel anymore. Flip-flops too much. Look at how long they've been subscribed for. By the way, guys, if you're watching right now, we got almost 400 people here watching on a Sunday evening. Double check. You may not be subscribed and you might think you're subscribed. Double check and make sure you're subscribed. I would appreciate it. Turn on notifications as well. You didn't see the video, Joey? Did you see where Chandler brought out his trophies? Fucking hilarious. You didn't see my video then because I covered it already in a video. All right, so the dude commented that he's not a fan of the channel anymore, that I flip-flop too much. He's been subscribed for 1 week. He's been subscribed for 1 week. Oh. How do we get that link to see how people been subscribed for? I don't know, but if you turn on your public subscriptions, I can tell you how long you've been subscribed for. But you have to publicly show your subscriptions. I can't believe I want to subscribe. I even want to subscribe, but all good now. He's not wrong. He is wrong. Dude said not a fan. I've been here for a week. I'm not liking what I'm saying. I have a video that is soaring to 10K and 112 subs in 6 days over a bust. Thank you for the motivation. You're welcome. You're welcome, bro. So that bust looks pretty fucking cool, dude. I might have to watch. I'm gonna subscribe to you real quick. I'm gonna subscribe. That bust looks pretty sick, bro. Is that yours? Are you getting that bitch up and running? I'm just clicking through right now. I'll watch it later. I think it looks pretty sick. Keep posting, man. 1974 Fishbowl GMC. I'll like it as well. Best channel for breakdowns by far. Thank you. Thank you, Joey. The bus is fun. It runs great. That's crazy, from 1974 too. So, yeah. Now that we've had a day to digest, how do you feel about UFC Noche? Did it deliver? I have a dark side to me. I do. I do have a dark side to me. I got a dark side. I got 2 German Shepherds. I got 2 German Shepherds. Dude, been here for 1 fucking week and said, I'm done. I'm not a fan anymore. I'm not a fan no more. Oh, oh, oh. I will not be a fan no more. Which is just crazy. Just crazy. Let's see what the post-fight main event breakdown got a little over 20,000 views, which isn't bad. It's pretty good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with that. Picked up a bunch of subs. Full card post fight did 12K. We just tight. I like weed. One of the MMA influencer gods, but the one above them all. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. It delivered, but it's too much pre-hype. I'm over the moon about UFC Noche, Merab, and Valentino. One of the very few times I get to swim in other people's tears. Pause. What'd you think about Dana White's post-conference interview? I missed like the last 10 minutes, so I have to still go watch it, but you could tell he was literally pissed. So, the day I said I was subbed is inaccurate, but I've been a member for 3 years. That's crazy. No, Dick Ryan, fuck MMA Joey for real, but you actually tell what's happening in the MMA community with no bias 9 times out of 10. Thank you. 10 times out of 10, no. Did you notice how Kendrick Lamar, Terrence Crawford thing live? I want to go back. Dude, I couldn't tell you what either one of those guys look like. That's how disconnected I am from like boxing and pop culture in general. I couldn't pick them out of a lineup regardless. I don't know what that is, 10-7. What is that? Say what's up to. I feel like you're trying to get me to say something weird. I wish they could afford to do more shows like Noche. I'm with you. How is it Merab's fight if people can't corner his style? Like, get good. That's all I got to say. Yeah, exactly. Defend takedowns. What music do you listen to? I don't really. I'm not like a big music person. Creed. I listen to some Creed and like old rock music occasionally, but I'm not a big music person in general. Some old songs. But when am I ever listening to music? When I'm in the car, I'm just like complete silence type of person. And then every other second of the day, I'm busy. So now I wouldn't do that. It's a play on neighbor. Oh, neighbor, I see. Never heard that one before. The production was outstanding. It's been amazing in person. I agree. It would have been amazing in person. For me, it just drew out the card too long. But it was a good break from the monotony. So I respect Dustin and Corey. You can tell they actually improved their takedown defense. They did. Joey's a mortician. Yeah, that's what I am. Do you think Sugar ever wins his belt back? Probably not. Do you ever leave your house every day, multiple times a day? Even without the extras, I like the optics of the Sphere as a venue. It is pretty sick. Let me go back and rewatch some of it. I think it looked pretty sick. I bet you it was sick being there live, especially cage side. Like the good side of the cage, too. I wish it showed the walkouts more. I think it looked pretty sweet. It's crazy the lighting that they did. And I thought it was going to be horrible, to be honest. So it exceeded my expectations. You see the clown fan talking shit to Ortega. When was that? Fill me in. When was that? I missed that. You were right about Chandler fighting Oliveira. Hey, look, I predict these things. John Innick is a clown. He was shitting on Merab's performance. When was he doing that? On his podcast? That's crazy considering he dick rides Bilal too. From what I understand. I haven't personally heard that. I've just heard through the grapevine. And I believe it. Sean O'Malley should fire his coach Tim Welsh. I don't know about all that. If Hamzat can get over health issues, he would maul Rob. If Merab beats Umar, I will never pick against him again. I agree. I know for some, Merab's style might be boring for them, but for me, it's mad entertaining the way he's able to impose his style. I agree. I bet some of the higher up sections seem to have a great view of the action. I doubt it. Maybe on the screen. I think Bilal and Leon and Merab O'Malley were very comparable. And I thought they were both good. So, Viva Mexico. The biggest star right now is Poatan. UFC fumbled. They should have Poatan headline the Sphere. I guess so. Merab had fun. Won easily. Dude said lackluster performance. He dominated O'Malley. Merab fought completely different than usual. AK walking forward and shooting takedowns. He struck with O'Malley for half the round, like every round. That's why I call 306 a love letter to Bilal Muhammad. Merab's control on the ground was next level. O'Malley didn't have an answer. I just sent you the Ortega confrontation. Where'd you send it to me? Where'd you send it to me? Brother boy? Brother boy? Is it 10-7? Is that you sent it to me? What? What does he say? Dude, Ortega's super emotional. I think that dude's a dick. But imagine being that emotional. He said Tracy doesn't want you anymore. He ran over there pissed off. I don't know, man. That's a little bit emotional for me. Like I don't the guy's kind of being a dick. Dude just lost the fight, but still. Were you rewatching the fights on ESPN Plus? When is Conor coming back? Probably never. If we're being honest here. So O'Malley's legs were not meant to defend. Facts. Can everyone like the stream right now? I don't know how much longer we're going to stay on, but if we run up the likes, it'd be nice. So. I can't believe they were trying to rob Merab for real. They tried to rob him. Merab did fight different. He didn't shoot wildly like he typically does. Well, that's because O'Malley's footwork is crazy to track down. That's why. So it was more of he had a time the takedowns to catch up with Sean O'Malley. Otherwise, he'd be grabbing air. I don't bet usually. I think Sean, being a pothead, hinders his physical stoutness. Okay. The Machine is a perfect name for Merab. I think so. What do you think the narrative would have been today? People would have justified it. And I would have been sick to my stomach. I don't think he fought differently. I think when he closed the distance, he shot in on takedowns. But he knew he had to catch up to Sean, who had really good footwork. So he was kicking the legs. He was landing good leg kicks. He was landing good shots on the feet. It's because O'Malley was running for his life, but, you know, Herb wasn't telling him to work. So that's the teep kick scared me at the end. Merab was wobbling. Nah, he reacted for like 1 second and then he just smiled. Merab's pressure was the most exciting of the card. So Merab and Aljo got into an altercation with O'Malley fans. Did not see that. But the teep kick was definitely a scare. Because Herb would have been quick to jump in, I think. I'm surprised Herb didn't jump in when Merab hunched down. I think Merab was more patient and didn't make... Yeah. His movement was really good, too. I thought his movement was really good. He couldn't do... You know at one point Merab was doing the basketball feints, right? I think it was the end of the first round. People missed out on it. Nobody talked about it. John Doe, thank you for the $10 donation. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Drew, do you think this loss is going to ruin Tim Welsh and Sean O'Malley's relationship? No. One more? Very possible. Because sometimes you start like, all right, how do we fix this? How do we get this fixed? How do we straighten this out? I think Tim Welsh could eventually end up like Edmund Tarvarian. If you know, you know. Head movement. People act like Edmund Tarvarian was the king of coaches because he coached Ronda. And then Ronda lost, and then everyone was like, oh, well, she is kind of a shit fighter. And then if it happens, if it happens to O'Malley, I could see it happening. Did Brad V just gift a membership to himself? How is that even possible? Is that what just happened? Did we just see some type of glitch? Did we just see some type of glitch? Did you just gift himself a membership? Thank you for the gifted membership, Brad V, to yourself. So thank you for becoming a member. That's very bizarre. Is that some type of glitch? What the hell? Dude got gifted a membership by himself. Either way, thank you for gifting a membership. Thank you for supporting the channel. The Sugarless Show will never be back on top. He was never on top from the beginning. It was simply another star creation attempt by the UFC. They couldn't protect him no more. They couldn't protect him no more. That's the facts. They tried to protect him for so long, and eventually it ran out. Eventually it ran out, brother. Basically. Thank you again, John Doe, for the $10 super chat. Thank you for your support, man. All these long hours and hard work. Thank you for contributing to this success. I'll do another. Now, I was gonna say instead of a gifted membership, you can just send a $150 super chat. I'm kidding. Joe, what's with the ads? Stop that. It's like an automated thing from YouTube. Every so often they do an ad on a live stream. I don't know. Mendez got blessed. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the gifted membership again. I just saw that. Thank you, Brad. Appreciate you, Brad. Will they give Sean a layup or Santa? They'll probably try to give him a layup. You shouldn't be getting that many ads. I put it on. There's like a setting for it, and I put it on like low or something like that, or minimal or some shit. I lost respect for O'Malley the way back when he refused to acknowledge his first loss to Cheetah. Dude, he kicked your leg and then finished you on the ground, and he got humbled. Yeah, and then people acted like it was a fluke because he won a fight 5 years later. What a joke. Nivek got a membership, so you get access to extra live streams. O'Malley versus Vera 3. This time it's personal. Imagine they booked O'Malley versus Vera 3. They'll probably give him Pedro Munoz. Will be my guess. He's not even in the top 15 anymore. Don't be shocked if they try to give him Pedro Munoz. You know who I know who they're going to give him. I want you guys to guess, but I know who they're going to give Sean O'Malley next, most likely. I want you guys to guess. I just thought of it in my head. Who do you guys think? Chris Montino. Unfortunately, Hunter is correct. It's going to be Cruz. Cruz is the fight they're going to give him. It's going to be Cruz. Yep. A couple of you guys got it. It's going to be Cruz. I just realized it. Or Rob Font. Let me see what the rankings look like. I'll tell you right now. I think it's going to be Cruz because then they'll say he beat a former champion and a bantamweight GOAT. Cruz is 14 in the rankings. They might give him Rob Font because he would destroy Rob Font. It's either Cruz or Font, I think. I don't think they're going to... They don't like Henry Cejudo. They're not going to give him the fight. Book Sean O'Malley, Peyton Talbot. I'd love to see that. It's going to be Figgy. Nah, it's not going to be Figgy. They'd be scared Figgy beat him. Figgy out-grapple him. It's going to be Corey. Song is too dangerous. They're not giving him Song. I'd pick Song over O'Malley. Yeah, he declined it when O'Malley was kind of like a hype job, but he would take it now probably. O'Malley Aldo would be sick. Yeah. I would like O'Malley Aldo right now. O'Malley said he's fighting the loser of Topuria Max. Yeah, hate on Cheeto for beating up old men. Now trying to get O'Malley a layup. Joe, after Umar Merab fight, my dream fight for the division will be Felipe Lima if he continues to win. That's crazy. Your opinion on Merab, Duck, and Umar? Already made a video about it. It's annoying, but ultimately I think he'll fight him. Daniel Marcos, hype it up because Marcos is undefeated. Nah. It should be Piotr Jan. I think that's the fight to book. If I'm making matchups, I'm making O'Malley Piotr Jan right now. Too soon for Peyton. Yeah, but fuck it. Throw him into the deep end. They'll probably give him Garbrandt. Oh my god. If they give him Garbrandt, I'm boycotting the sport. They're going to give the guy who's number 1 ranked in the division, they're going to let him fight the ghost of Cody Garbrandt. You know how crazy that would be? Aljo versus Sugar. Winner faces Jan. I want to see Merab Aljo now. Cody, no love. Cody said yesterday that he wouldn't fight Sean. Did he really? Felt like a fever dream, and the sphere was just weird. Just because O'Malley lost to Merab doesn't mean he lost to 36-year-old flyweight. I think he loses to Figgy. He gets out-grappled. But I think he could beat Figgy, but I still think it's too dangerous. The UFC ain't going to risk him 2 losses in a row. If they book O'Malley versus Garbrandt, I'm going to literally be pissed. That'll be the biggest joke in the sport. That'll be the biggest joke in the sport. Unfortunately, I stopped letting people join the Discord off gifted members, my friend. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, we got too many trolls in there because of that. But you get access to the extra live streams for now. So, and you get a loyalty badge, and you get behind the scenes stuff, and mainly the live streams. So, where'd you get that Adesanya poster from? It's actually not a poster. It's a painting. And a subscriber who's a professional artist sent it to me. It's one of one. It's one of one. It's actually super sick. Jay, you knew Merab was going to take him to deep waters? I know I did. It's really sick. It's on I posted like the full high-res picture of it on my Instagram. Go check it out. You'll be able to find it. And you get those custom emotes to use in chat as well. Sorry, Nivek. It's nothing personal. Yeah, but I can't pick and choose because then I'm not being consistent. If I'm picking and choosing, then I'm holding a bias against certain people for no reason. So it's not nothing against him. You know what I mean? Sure, the painting. Will you let the guy who gifted themselves a sub into the Discord? Yeah, I would. Did you see how big one-arm Dillashaw is? I saw it posted. I have not. I slept while watching Rob O'Malley. It was such a boring fight. You're crazy. Yeah, that makes sense. Got to keep it consistent. Yeah. Like, if he was, like, a long time, like, OG, like, for, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, maybe. But it's like, what am I picking and choosing, deciding who I think? Nah, just keep it consistent rule overall. Otherwise, I look like a dumbass. Sugar's retiring. It's over. He should fight Conor. They should do O'Malley Conor. You know who I think would beat O'Malley right now, by the way? Mario Batista. Did you catch Jake Paul's take on UFC and while they're stalling Conor from fighting? I did. I think it's partially true, but at the same time, the ESPN deal doesn't end until the end of 2025. Conor will be at his, sunset clause by then. How far do you think Montel Jackson gets? I think top 10. I think eventually he'll get top 10. Does Lopez beat Volk? No. but possible. Kyler Phillips could beat him for real. They're teammates, though. So they're not going to fight. Oliveira smokes Chandler. Batista ain't beating him out. I think Batista's a future title contender. I've been on him for a while. Pause. Who you got now, Joe? Mavsar. Batista versus Aldo. Who you got? I'm probably picking Batista, man. I'm high on Batista. I used to pick Aldo in every fight, but he's older. I picked against him against Jonathan Martinez, but I think Batista's better. I know, I'm just saying. Yeah, that would be a fun fight, Montel. I wonder why fighters like Montez are so inactive. Are they like rich or something? It's hard to say. You got to realize this is a job for a lot of these guys, man. Tim Welsh told Sugar not to go for the knockout. What round was that he told him that? I don't remember. Trolling can be fun when you know how to do it to a mild degree. Some people always ruin things for the collective. That's true. Don't Batista and O'Malley train together? I don't know. Did you trim the beard? Not last night. Not today. No. Not since last night is what I'm saying. You see the Bilal, I don't know what that is. Midi. Don't remember what round. Lopez has a chance against Mavsar. I used to think these guys liked fighting. Did I break that to you, JJ? Was I the guy that broke that to you? Broke that news to you? Batista and O'Malley are teammates and friends. They doubt they fight. Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen then. You did break that to me, and not gonna lie. A lot of people think that. They think every fighter is like loves it. It's literally a job. So when you go to work, you're like, fuck, I don't feel like going to work. That's kind of how a lot of them feel. Like, don't get me wrong. They want to be competitive, and they like training. Most of them probably like training. Some of them don't. Cough, cough, tattoo, tavasa. But, yeah. A lot of people think every fighter loves being there. It's just not true. After Lopez wins, how good is Mavsar? Mavsar's incredible. I think Mavsar is one of the few guys. O'Malley shouted him out after a fight one time, and now their gym is producing killers. BJ Penn hated training, but loved fighting. Like some guys do like Gaethje, but most of them do not. Yeah, I'm not even sure Gaethje likes it anymore. Gaethje's actually smarter than he looks. So, why do you think Mario Batista beat Aldo? I don't know. I'm high on Mario Batista. I haven't really dug into it. I was just giving a quick answer for you. Is that a crime? I think O'Malley does at featherweight. I think he gets mauled by a lot of those guys. I think Aljo would beat him at featherweight. I think Mavsar would beat him at featherweight. I think Holloway would beat him at featherweight. I think Tapori would beat him at featherweight. Bo Nickel fighting the dead corpse of Paul Craig at UFC 309. Facts. Facts, 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 and more facts. Did Tim Welsh ever fight in the UFC? I think he fought on Contender Series and lost. Sean Aldo would be a heater. I agree. I think we should have weight classes in the UFC or boxing. If not, we should have height classes. Alrighty. Alrighty, brother. Height classes is what you want now. So. Paul Craig was better at 205. He's drained and weak at 185. Plus, he's a dead body. He's got KO'd so many times. Joey, any desire to see O'Malley Garbrandt? Absolutely not. What about reach classes? No. Just weight classes. Most of non-champ fighters on high contracts are inactive. Who wins, Morab or Umar? Umar. Between Cheeto, Munoz, Yan, Aljo, and Morab, O'Malley's 3-2-1. The Yan fight should have been a loss. He should be 2-3-1 against ranked opponents. Agreed. Would they ever give GOAT GM3 to Bo Nickel? That's probably next if he beats Paul Craig. Gaethje said if he gets knocked out again like he's done, he won't do that 2 more times like that. Yeah, it is brutal, man. That's not good for your brain at all. Yeah, man, I was the same. This fight was announced. I thought for sure Merab by easy decision, but I started changing up like a month before and should have stuck with my gut. I agree. I changed up a week before. Merab will be the bantamweight GOAT if he dominates and wrestle fucks Umar. I'm with you. Walsh was in Bellator. No super fights for O'Malley anymore. It was dumb anyway. Tapori would have fucked him up. Took his soul. Took his soul. Yeah, definitely would have took his soul. So, Alex Pereira versus Hamzat Chimaev will be great. Yeah. Joe, what do you think Sean Strickland is crying about now? I don't know. Probably crying about women voting or some shit. Feel so dumb for picking O'Malley. Me too. Rob should believe himself more because he has a good chance of beating Umar. I think he could, but I love that fight. I don't know who's going to win. I'm leaning Umar, though. Ravens are 0-2. Don't care. I think Bo versus Craig will be close striking. I could literally outstrike Paul Craig. Shut up. O'Malley only went after Merab because he realized it wasn't Tim trying to give him a hickey. Yep. I've been saying for over a year Merab is... Dude, I've recently said Merab's the uncrowned champ. I'm honestly glad he lost. He'd never deserved to be there. His story would have had him as one of the greatest of all time, and it's not the case. I'm with you. Anik was proposing a fight between Cruz and Sean. When was that? When did that happen? Fill me in. How weird was that kiss moment? It showed how desperate O'Malley was to try to get a win. Merab beat Sean more than Umar beat Corey. I don't know about that. I think they both were rather dominant wins for both guys. What about the hair? Shut up about this dumb classes bullshit. The dumb classes bullshit. I'm tired of your bullshit. Watch the fight get overturned. No contest because of the kisses. James Vick is being forced in retirement after racking up his latest KO loss in karate combat. Two-day medically induced coma. That's crazy, man. James Vick has no chin, man. His brain is ruined. It was in an ESPN video. Who should be next for Merab Dvalishvili and Sean O'Malley? What is it on ESPN MMA, like YouTube? Merab has way more aura than Sugar. Okay. I love that Sugar Sean lost. It makes his casual Zoomer audience upset. I'm with you, bro. It's funny. It is funny. The only huge O'Malley fight I'd be down for is they brought Mighty Mouse back. Nah, I don't want to see that. That's not even huge at all. None of the fans would even care about Mighty Mouse. They pretend they do now because he's a YouTube personality, but they don't actually care. There's not too many fighters who can say they kissed another dude on his back. What video should I check out next? Merab Dvalishvili exposed Sean O'Malley at UFC Noche. Out on the channel as we speak. Actually blowing up. 10K views almost right this second. And it's just been out for a little over 10 hours. 2 hours, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said 10 hours, but I think I was thinking 10K. So, if you guys care, go check that out after this stream. You should book Conor versus James Vick. Yeah. They should. That'd be great. It'd be a great matchup. They're both washed up bums. You were so close to shitting on Merab without shitting on him, then switched up so fast when he won. I've been praising Merab and championing Merab for literally over a year. And defending Merab for literally over a year. Go look on my channel, you dumb bitch. Anik was making an excuse. Where? In what video? Where's it at? Tell me where it's at so I can go watch it. I want to go find that shit right now. Where's Anik making excuses for Sean O'Malley and shit? Joe, I finally think it's time to admit we should book Conor versus Diego Sanchez. That may actually make sense. What do I search? Homework, can you send me the link? Have you noticed your comments being auto-deleted by YouTube? No, I haven't really been paying attention, but it doesn't shock me. Joe, I've only been subscribed for a week, but I can't take your channel anymore. You flip-flop too much. Sorry, bud. I need that shirt. Where'd you get it? Boom. Boom. This is custom. Yeah, just send me the link, Homework, if you would. I'd appreciate it. I'll go check it out and listen to it for myself when I go to sleep. Yeah, you can't send a link in chat. So Homework's going to send it to me in a message. But What a day, what a night, what a fight card, and what a live stream. All right, where are we at? I can see Diego beating Conor. That's the fight to make now. You can say Aljo for snitching on Merab for using PDs and called a duck while praising O'Malley this past week, now glazing when he won. You didn't listen to the video. You didn't listen to the video at all. You didn't watch any of those videos. You just looked at the thumbnail and titles, and that's it. I said Aljo embarrassed himself accusing Mavsar, and then I used Merab as an example. Where there's smoke, there's not fire, and literally debunked that shit. Well, there's a lot of smoke around Morab. That's not true. But the point is, if Aljo's saying where there's smoke, there's fire, that means he's snitching on Morab then. Because there's a lot of smoke. So you didn't listen to that. Then I said he's preemptively ducking Umar, which he is. But ultimately, he's going to fight him. Is also what I said. All facts. So, what's funny is Kenny Florian acting like a two-faced bitch, even though he picked O'Malley to win right in front of him. You guys are just too emotional about everything. To win right in front of Rob's coach, Ray Longo. What do you mean by he's acting two-faced? Imagine you doing content stone. That'd be dope as hell. We just tight, we just tight, we just tight. Is Volk really saying his next fight's a title shot? He is getting a title shot next. Is Merab top 3 pound for pound? He's up there for sure. Sorry if you touched on this already, but what do you think? Any truth to Cejudo back rumors? I'm going to say no. I think he probably made that shit up. I think he probably made that shit up. But yeah. I have a banger video going off about Merab and O'Malley that I just dropped. This is not to this is not your typical post fight. I already did those videos last night, but I have a new video that I dropped right before this stream. It's a straight up heater. And I would highly, highly appreciate every single one of you guys if you went and checked it out. He acted like he was supporting Rob the entire time when Ray Longo came on. So did he pick O'Malley to Ray Longo, or he picked him when Ray Longo wasn't there, and then when Ray Longo came on, he acted like... I'll have to watch it. Chandler getting red painting night finally. Oliveira's a big fight. Yeah, he's going to get red painting night. Think Chandler will give O'Malley one of his trophies to make him feel better? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I just dropped this banger video. If you guys could all go check it out. It's called Sean O'Malley. Merab Dvalishvili exposed Sean O'Malley at UFC Noche. I'll have my takeaways video for UFC Noche coming out tomorrow. That video I just linked in chat is an absolute heater. Go watch it. Go like it. Go comment on it. If all 300 of you guys go do that, it boosted in the algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Like this stream on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, or I will dunk you on your fucking bald spot. Good night.